falling.
Any last words?
Say, do you think this one's really arisen?
Let's take a look around the town. See if we can find anything interesting.
An impressive view. We can infer much of the lay of the land from here.
We are alone here, methinks. Perhaps we might stop a moment and find our bearings.
Right you are.
I think this is the ballista that shot the griffin down in the first episode.
Ah, now here's a surprise.
Our collection grows.
Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
Let me get that.
I've enough room as every bit. All this worrying's giving me an achy back.
I see life as a journey, to be walked a day at a time.
Well met. Looking to make a purchase?
Let's see what she have. Nothing interesting.
Hope to see you again.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously.
Okay.
Gotta earn all the gold I can while I'm here.
Lonely place. But not without its charms.
Somehow my feet feel so free.
Lots to do.
I could almost nod off where I stand.
Hard to make anyone smile in these trying times. What am I to do? You really ought to have returned by now.
One never can have too many of these.
Let us take care when and how we put them to use.
I'm not sure what to do with myself today. This is where I come when life gets overwhelming.
All I need by health. I'll take any chance not before I open my.
am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhaps it's time I went looking for him. That place puts my hairs on end. Yet if aught were to befall him, I couldn't live with myself.
This might contain useful information.
Shall we take a closer look?
What am I to do?
Let's see what she is pointing out.
Oh, have you some business with the apothecary, sir? Dreadful sorry if I was in your way. Oh, no, I'm not lost or naught, sir. You needn't worry yourself on my account. I'm an apothecary in training, you see. My family runs a little shop in Vernworth. So when I heard tell of a medicine only to be found in this village, I thought I'd come and fetch some for us. Made the journey all by myself as well, if you can believe it. But, well, as luck would have it, I've not enough gold for the medicine. 'Twill be a shame to return empty-handed after coming all this way. But what more can I do? What?
Let's see what we can
You'd
do for
do
her.
that? You'd get the medicine for me? Suppose there's no harm in that. If you're really sure. Oh, sir, I'd be most grateful. Seems my luck's not as rotten as I thought. I'll wait right here for your return, sir. And many thanks for your kindness.
We could make the fruit reborant ourselves, or simply purchase them at Runa's apothecary here in Melv.
Yep.
Ah, now I understand.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhaps it's time I went looking for him.
But there was some pages outside the door here. Don't stumble around in the dark. Outfit yourself with one of our fine lanterns, but mount how far you stay from home in a night. Lest beast be drawn to the glow at your hip like moth to a flame.
Yet if aught were to befall him,
Okay. Let's see what that girl needs. Return to Flora and give her the fruit Robotnant she requested. Made. Let's see if we can combine something. I think this is what she needs.
We ought to bring this to the one expecting it.
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit roborant for me? Oh, so this is what it looks like. Brilliant. Many thanks, sir.
No problem.
I haven't much to offer in return, but I'll be sure to tell Grandfather what you did for us. He'll want to reward you proper like, I'll bet.
One could not have hoped for a gladder outcome. Fancy a look at my wares?
Let's see what you have. I don't think he has anything we need right now.
In my line of business, patience is key. Always a pleasure.
he really ought to have returned by now.
Let's see items from our pawns. I think the level is too low.
I'm attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle. I hope my magic served you well. May our paths cross again someday.
There's a ladder here.
Ah, excellent find.
I have nothing further to add. We'll see each other again. In the meantime, I'll use all I've learned on our adventure to hone my skill.
Let's get some new ones. So we are around level 5. We'll take her.
A grand adventure awaits us. I just know it. Delighted to meet you, especially if we share a sweet tooth.
Then we need someone more. Let's try again. See if it resets it. Looking for a thief. Not a single one. That's so what? One more time. Yeah, done it before.
Twill be a joy to serve one so gallant. Let us work together to honor the Arisen's trust.
Let's see. I think we already checked this tower.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Yeah, we did.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
I'm about ready to fall asleep on my feet.
Let's talk to the guy in here.
What am I to do?
Well met. You're the one who saved Ulrika's life, aren't you? She told me all about it. It was a very brave thing you did. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter. Here, consider this a small token of my gratitude. Now, tell me, are you registered with a guild? Perhaps you already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you access to specialized training, which comes in very useful when pursuing a vocation. Well now, that won't do. You need only speak with the innkeeper to register. Go on, 'twill only take a moment. If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the sword and shield. Fighters favor a balanced approach, excelling in both offense and defense, and can adapt to any situation. I am a fighter myself. and should there come a time when you impress me with your prowess, I might be willing to impart unto you some of what I know. Very well. There is no wrong choice in any case. It is entirely up to you which vocation you adopt. But I shan't take up any more of your time. Pray, be well.
The master's teaching is the most powerful skill that can be acquired by each vocation. Learning a meister's teaching requires the use of a special tome, which you will receive if you impress the vocation master with your abilities. However, the true potential of this skill can only be realized by those whose vocation rank is high enough.
Lots to do, and precious little time.
Good to know.
To each their own.
Let's speak to this guy.
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of vocation for those who seek it. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Let's see what you have. Some skills. All manner of vocational producers can be carried out in the guild hall of vocation guild. Changing vocation. If you have unlocked a vocation, you can change it to it at any time. Unlocking new vocations requires discipline, which is acquired when defeating enemies and completing quests. Skills. Each vocation trains different skills, and you will be able to learn new skills as you rank within your vocation rises. Learning skill requires discipline. Core skills can be employed from the moment they are acquired, but weapon skill must be equipped before they can be used. Augments. These are special abilities that can be equipped regardless of your current vocation. Augments are acquired by spending discipline and are active from the moment they are equipped. You can equip up to 6 augments at once. A broader variety of augments will become available to you as your vocation rank increases. Let's see here. Perform a jump while slashing diagonally upwards. An effective means of assailing flying targets. That's pretty useful. Shield bash. Delivering a powerful blow with the shield that can knock target off balance. That's pretty useful too. Wraps the shield loudly to attract attention of nearby targets. They're all useful. So how many? I have 524 points, so I can only buy one. I think I'll buy this one. Let's equip it on F. Deflect attacks back towards the target with impressive might. While active, counterattacking consumes no stamina. Press right click the instant before the enemy's attack makes contact. Let's try and buy it.
Do come again.
I think we should store some items. I got a new bow. Let's take a look. It's not better, it's worse. I got a ring somehow. Maximum health, that's good.
Here at the inn, we also I get
Just
so
all
few
our
customers, you
items.
see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me.
What do these do? A grimoire that casts a spell upon being read, usable even by those incapable of magic, and invoke High Salamander, a fire spell. So this is some spells. Wakestone, a stone ensorcelled with miraculous magic, formed of wakestone shards. It holds the power to restore the dead to life. That's pretty nice.
Did you need something?
Always a pleasure.
So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The Watchhead's waiting for you.
We may benefit from pursuing the information.
Let's follow her.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhaps his
That's a key I can buy here.
I've a selection of wares that's sure to please.
I have no idea what it opens, but let's buy it.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Oh, and I can sell the
Well
the
met.
bow.
Hope to see you again.
Ah, you've returned. Good timing, too. I have questions for you. First and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital? My thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare?
So, I think there's a tent
Very well.
close
Speak with me once you've...
close by. We need to get up here.
Pray, slow your feet. You run too fast for the likes of me.
Let us endeavour to keep up, though we are less fleet of...
Leave it to me, Arisen. A flesh wound. I can handle that. Hold, just a moment.
And before I forget, look how many women we count among our number.
And yet no two of us are the same.
Oh, I should tell you, there's a forgotten rift stone nearby. I found it beyond the rift. Shall we go there now?
Tis a glad thing we rested when we did.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
Well thought, Arisen.
Keep on like that and we'll be done here soon enough. Huzzah! You've done it!
So here's the sack. A camping kit. or something she could show me.
Look! Master, a treasure chest! We shall have to find a way to reach it.
Let's take a look. See if we can find it. It must be up there to the right. One of those beetles.
It is rather valuable, this.
Yeah, they're always useful.
A fitting reward for a rigorous search.
If I might be so bold as to speak my mind? The private quarters of one Arisen I served had many a visitor, and rarely the same one.
Each to their own.
I shall be proud to serve you, Arisen.
He's high level. Let's see if we can hire him. I'll just miss the inner, I think. Okay.
The power of magic is replete with possibilities.
It will be
When
an
next-
honor to serve by your side.
Cool.
One can see far to the distance from here.
I'd gladly cast aside my weapon and laze about
See the
here,
chest down there.
if the Arisen would permit it.
True enough.
A well-aimed strike, right where it hurts.
Sure your next attack is no less purposeful.
Good work.
I merely did as duty demands.
Not a bad idea. Did anyone else see that? Ort catches the light.
We ought to take a closer look.
Let's see. Give it to me. Cool. Go high up.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
back to the mission. Oh, it's down here. A cave. Starting to get heavy.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
Can't get up there. I'll mark it on the map. Oh, not like that. Waypoint.
I see a ladder yonder.
Yeah.
But we can't reach it from here. We'll have to get up there and drop it down.
You're like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find. Do watch where you're going. You'll hurt yourself one of these days.
Oh, don't mind me. These things happen.
I'll go back to the inn and
Make haste then. We must leave anon. Very well.
My backpack.
Speak with me once you...
Then I think you're ready.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. That place puts my...
I think we'll look downstairs first. We didn't do that.
Ah, a material. Useful things, these.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
My stomach's growling. Time for an early supper.
We've naught to discuss.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough.
Two.
About me. Did you need something?
Do come again.
See if you can combine anything. But the meat will spoil if you don't ride.
have a nose for rumors of every ilk.
There's a ladder here.
We ought.
I think I will send them to her. She will be heavy.
To put it to good use.
Let's see if we can sell some of those apples before they spoil.
Well met.
$150, $300. Then this must. The expensive one must be better. Modest. Mundane. Let's sell it.
Hope to see you again.
Then we're ready.
Not buying? That's just as... Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Good. Then let us be on our way.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favour.
We must not let down our guard. Avoid flame at any cost, Ryzen. You have been doused in oil.
Let's continue. Already see them.
Was excellent. I could have done no better.
Focus. The battle continues.
Not a bad idea.
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of Vermund. So it has always been. To claim the title is to claim the throne. Yet our kingdom sees many pretenders.
Yes, Master. I shall hasten to your aid. Stay with me, Arisen. Wait a moment.
Guard all you want! Won't make a difference when I've grappled you, see? Ooh, I can't wait to find out what's inside. This obstacle shan't get the better of us. There must be a way to remove it.
If a ranged attack is needed, you can count upon my aim. Might I be of assistance?
I think we will need to mark this on the map, because we have to follow the guy.
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An Arisen, by all appearances.
An Arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such charlatans from plying their trade.
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawns.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one Arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I will make my report to the capital. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is true, however, who can say? All's been arranged. Come, let us pass through the gate.
Didn't I have a cape earlier? Did it disappear? Whatever.
You're staring, Arisen. Has aught yonder caught your eye?
An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
Nope. I think I saw a chest. And one more.
Anyone gives me trouble, they take steam.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
One of these stones. Is it costing me 30 or do I get 30? I have no idea. And one more of these. Modest.
Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
So I think we can't swim. I'm pretty sure. We'll have to take a look at it later. I'll mark it on the map.
I'm nodding off where I stand. Might you consider lightening your pack, Master?
Perhaps 'tis time we return to our base of operations.
Is everyone all right?
We're fine.
More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the earth here.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items.
Didn't ask.
I've got a good feeling about this one.
'Tis a glad thing we rested when we did.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
You are mighty indeed, Arisen.
Starting to get dark.
How dare you! I was not prepared.
'Tis no more or less than what one might have expected.
We cannot expect gleaming.
Do not. Fall back, and I will heal you with my magics.
Yes,
Wait
please.
right there.
I saw it in the last second.
Beyond me.
I knew you would prevail, Master.
A few more victories like that and we'll have them running for the hills.
Outstanding. How could I have forestalled this?
I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! It might await us on the road ahead.
Battle is best avoided here.
Yeah. Let's see if we can get some light. I think that's where we can set up a camp. Or do we want to do it? Will that guy disappear if we do it? Time is an ever-flowing river in this world, and the activities and behaviors of its inhabitants reflect this. People are unlikely to remain in the same place all day long, and may only appear in the morning, at night, or at midday. To press the time, you can either stay at an inn, or make use of one of the special seats found outdoors in said locations. Come nightfall, you will be able to see no further than the ground at your feet, and the onset of darkness summons fiercer monsters not seen by day. Explore the wilderness after sunset at your own peril, and be sure you have a lantern in your pack. Some items that can be gathered will change over time, such as by ripening and growing more flavorful. There are also items that, if allowed to age just long enough, will become more useful when combining materials. However, you should keep a close eye on a raw item in particular, as consuming anything that has been aged past its prime is likely to have unpleasant side effects. Certain objects and structures that can be destroyed by your attacks will regenerate after a set amount of time has passed. Similarly, fruits, berries, and other gatherable flora will grow back after a time. Good to know.
I could look upon this sky for all eternity. If it wasn't for the Kraken in my neck.
Keep gazing upward, and you'll like to stumble along. These beings are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
How do I smack them?
Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
Overconfidence is an enemy in...
Certainly, Arisen. How might I be of aid? Stay with me, Arisen. Wait a moment.
What's this? We're trapped. Fine! Cyclops! To think we'd encounter one here of all places.
A Cyclops! Pray, be on your guard!
A Cyclops? This bow is as good as flame-proof.
Grabbing larger foes in battle. You can grab hold of a foe while standing by, making contact with them while pressing E. I jumped and pressed E to get on him. Once you have hold of an enemy, you can push or pull them to draw their focus or knock them off balance. That's pretty cool.
I shall lead the charge!
Once you get to that eye, flash stating. What happened? Maybe I ran out of stamina. Try and get up there. It's falling.
Any last words?
An opening. Focus your attacks.
I shall lead the charge!
Understood. It's a foe worthy of caution. Naught save our best will do.
By your lead.
He's falling again, I think. Not on me.
We must rally. Panicking will only play to the enemy's advantage.
What's that sound? Fall back! You have my gratitude, sir. 'Twould seem I misjudged you. I had taken you for another Force Arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of them. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts. Here, take this. as a mark of my trust. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted an audience with Captain Brandt. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch, and I'm sure you'll breathe a little easier as well. Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us on the ox cart. 'Tis your decision. Well now. The road's blocked. The cart can't get through like this. A powerful current ought to set this rock to crumbling, if we could summon one.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
We could pick some now and use them when the
I was
need
trying to look for him,
arises.
to loot him. Misshapen and I. Okay. So we somehow need to destroy the stones that
This
are blocking.
torrent seems well suited to our purposes, if you ask me.
When better to use this but in the midst of battle?
Is what? Oh, there, I found it.
Why are you doing this, Arisen?
I have no idea.
What was that sound?
Oh, there's one down
Fall
there
back.
too. Okay. I'm gonna drop it either way.
The monsters left us a parting gift. I'll see it safely into my pack, don't you worry.
That's Dog's card.
Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Very well. Board the ox cart and we'll be off.
Ooh, I can't wait to find out what's inside.
You're like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find.
Might there be aught over there?
We ought to take a closer look.
So I really like this game. It's pretty fun. I didn't play the first game, but this I dig. I think the first game is more than 10 years old. So
Oh, the sight of yon ox cart has brought all my fatigue to the fore. Shall we climb aboard?
'Twould allow us to save our strength. Assuming we're not attacked, that is. This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
the reason that I was scared about using the campfire earlier was because maybe the guy would disappear. There's a permadeath for the NPCs, so that wouldn't be fun. Maybe he will stay, maybe he
Sky
will
is
go.
radiant this night.
Maybe he will go
I
by
feel at
himself and
peace
try
to gaze upon it.
True enough.
to kill the Cyclops and fail, and then he will be dead when I get to the Cyclops myself. So there's no fast travel in this game. It's either, or there is, but it's costing a special resource that's very limited and expensive. Or you can take the aux card, like here, or you can go yourself. I see that beetle I wanted.
Goblins! What rotten luck! We've need of your aid again, sir.
Happened. Let's get out.
You dare!
Goblins, master!
Guard all you want! Won't make a difference when I've grappled you, see? That's the spirit!
I've trained for this.
Seems we drove them off. You've my thanks for aiding us. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of the way?
Yeah.
All right. Into the ox cart, then.
We didn't get the beetle, but there'll be more, I'm sure.
I'll not stand for this.
I was informed of your coming, would-be Arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first. 'Twould seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one Arisen. That Arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermont. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender.
I do look like a ruffian, that's right.
You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty.
He knows something, apparently. Calling me them Your Majesty.
If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes.
I don't understand.
Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before we proceed.
Yes, please.
You, and no other, are the sovereign. The only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became Arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, ending Vermont's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous council, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the consul's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the sovereign in your stead. A mere puppet. However, with your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them.
Very nice.
This one's cleared of all suspicion and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear?
So I think that's good for this episode. Thanks for watching and stay awesome.